Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 13. Let's get into it. A1 and Lyrica are having a baby boy, and they did not invite Ray J or Brooke to the gender reveal party, so they was cast out. So they having a boy, but it seems like, A1, he's fine, he's okay with, Lyrica having all these claims of baby daddies that could possibly be the father. He's okay with Safari, he's okay with Rockstar and all these other dudes making these claims, and the people on the show making these claims, because he don't care. He said he loves Lyrica loves him. They both cheated on each other, but they're both positive that this is A1's baby. That's what he said on the Breakfast Club, and that's what he's sticking with. Lyrica did say that she had no sexual encounters at all with Safari. She denied Rockstar a little bit, but she didn't deny Rockstar as much as she denied Safari. So it is what it is. They're probably going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do anyway. They want to stick together. They want to stay together regardless if that's his baby or not, because he's married to her. So he would still have to pay child support anyway. And the court and by law, he's considered the baby's father because he's actually married to her. So it really doesn't matter at this point unless he get a divorce and get a DNA test. And right now, they still want to be in love. They still want to make it work because they're young. So it is what it is. Tiara wants to be a sister wife. She wants to bust it wide open. She wants to be a porn star. Whatever she wants to do, then do it. But you need to be upfront with it and stop crying like the victim, and stop. And you should have put Paris, you should have put Nikki, you should have put everybody in their place and let them know that you are happy with Akbar and you know the deal and you know what's going on and you satisfied because he pushes you and he gives you the drive. Tiara said at the end of the episode that Rockstar gives her, what's his name? Akbar gives her the push and the drive, and she just didn't know how. Bitch, you better push your own self and drive your own self. Like, come on, like, you only got one life to live. If you happy with the way you want to be, then be. But right now, you're not focusing on music. You're not singing. You're not dancing. I don't see you putting out no new music. All you're doing is talking about this bullshit with Akbar, and then you're on TV with Lisa Bloom, which is not a good look for your career. Do you think that this shit is good? First, you was, Alcoholic Anonymous, or you went to rehab. Now you got a porn tape out. Now you got, babies on your face. Like, why are you destroying yourself? Like, there's a lot of deeper issues that is going on with Tiara, or maybe she feels like this is the route that she needs to take. Maybe somebody coached her, propped her up, and told her, you need to do this to stay on the show. I don't know. But I know it can't be good for your music unless you own it. You have to own it. You own it like Mimi Foss from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But anyways, like, whatever, you got you got bust wide open twice. Brooke bust you wide open. Like, yo, I got, your man got you like, you ain't concerned with videos of you being followed at the airport and taking pictures of you and shit like that while you talking to him, like people recording you. But you probably already know the deal because he got his wife and he got Xena with him. So I don't know, like, if that's what you think that you want, then hey girl, go get with it. Because before, you was not down with another man being with another woman. You wanted to be number one. You wanted to be uno. You wanted to be number one. And now what, you number three? Like, come on, Tiara. You're not happy with that relationship. Whatever finance or money he's giving you or promises, you still not happy. You still not satisfied. You still not secure with it. Because it almost looked like you drinking again. And I don't know where you got your wigs from, but it looked like you went to Mama Pam and borrowed some of her wigs. But I must say, Mama Lyrica, she went and she got her a nice wig this episode. She was wigging down. I'm like, what is going? Look at Mama Pam with her wig. I'm like, So let's get into it. So we got Marcus. Marcus, he meets up with A1 basically. He's like, A1 know the deal. He was like, yo, Rockstar was talking about he done dropped down your wife. He done did this. And, we had this father day thing going on and all the guys met up. Ray J didn't invite you because the word on the street is that you ain't even Lyrica's baby's father, because Brooke said Brooke is out here. Brooke is saying that there's 6 guys that could potentially be the father. That's what Tiara said to Brooke. So Brooke is out here saying there's 6 people that can be the father. I'm like, okay, I'm reloaded. You guys are doing way too damn much. You guys are putting way too many miles on Lyrica's vagina. We got, Tiara out here busting it open, getting little babies on her face. Like, what are you women doing on this show? What is going on? And we got Apple Love going to lockdown doing 30 days, and she wanted to do a selfie before she went to jail. I'm just like, what's you guys are doing way too much. I love hip hop Hollywood, but I'm here for it. We got to see Fizz. Fizz showed up in the episode all high and shit with a nice smile. So anyways, Marcus is actually breaking it down to A1, telling A1 like, yo, listen, Rockstar saying he did this, he was riding the camoose, he was jumping on it and all this other stuff. He was like, yo, I just want to tell you what's going on out here in these streets about you. And basically Marcus is like, I don't roll like that, you know what I mean? I walked away from it because I didn't want to be a part of it, so I left, but I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't tell you what was going on. A1 says he don't care, he's good, he's walking away from all the rumors and all the drama, because right now he's just focusing on Lyrica being pregnant. Like I said, he's okay, he's gonna raise the baby regardless if it's his or not. It is what it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And so he's like, whatever. I'm just like, damn, it's going down. And so, A1 invites, Marcus to the gender reveal party, but he's not inviting Brooke because Brooke is out here spreading rumors and talking about, Lyrica and spreading her business all around town. I'm like, oh shit, it's like that? And we got Lyrica spreading, Brooke business, saying Brooke wasn't celibate when she said she was celibate when she was working, with her and Marcus last year and this year, that they wasn't sleeping together. And she said she wasn't going to give it up until she get married. Well, Lyrica is saying that she's been giving it up and she's been tossing it up. So it seems like Lyrica and Brooke been out here dropping it like it's hot, if it's actually true. But you know what? Men do lie on vagina. They do lie. So, it's up to you to believe whatever. But if you've been lied on before, when someone said that they had it and you didn't give it to them, and they go around spreading rumors and this and that, what's up. Dudes will lie on some vagina all day, every day, talking about they hit it. And you think men won't do it? They be doing it all day. Just like some women lie too as well. So, moving on from that situation, I'm just like, they're just being messy. They're just telling their business, who they're doing it with. I'm just like, OMG. And so guess who shows up to the little dinner, to the little, party with, Marcus and A1? Mama Pam, she shows up and she's upset and she's mad because she was like, yo, listen, I was out there chilling with Mama Lyrica, and guess what? She showed me a little cell phone picture about this ultrasound and I wasn't invited. And I told her I want a DNA. I want a DNA. She said she wanted a DNA because everybody else is talking about all this and she's talking about it too, and she wants to know what's going on. And A1 said, let it go and stop talking about it. And Mama Pan was like, nah, everybody else is talking about it. I ain't let it go. But she said, you know what? For the gender reveal party, I'll be good, but you better tell Mama Lyrica not to put her hand in my face. I'm like, oh God, they should be fighting off the people that's talking about their children, because A1, they like kind of pushing him to the corner. They like ostracizing him, like he, luckily Marcus is still his friend, because other than that he don't really have any male friends on the show. And last year he did, so I'm just like, okay, what's going on? So anyways, Mama Pam said she's gonna be good. She said, Mama Lyrica better not put her hand in my face. It better be that. So we got Nikki. She's getting the girls together. She got, La Brittany and she got Monique together, and they get massages by these old big, thick old men, rubbing them down in the hot, sunny sun. I was like, how come I wasn't invited? And so basically to have this conversation, they're talking, and Nikki was like, you know what, I had to bounce because Brooke was being messy or whatever. Brooke wasn't invited either, or Bridget, or the rest of the ladies, or Paris, or Paris was busy or whatever. And basically Nikki was like, yeah, accusing me of having sex with Lucci. I didn't have sex with him. That's a lie. And then that's when, Monique is like, well, things went crazy because Tiara got all up in my face accusing me of going behind her back and doing something shady with her and Akbar and K. Michelle. And then boom, who comes up looking all crazy and flops her ass down at the table, wobbling and shit, her wig all wrinkly and all staticky, like she just picked it up from under the bed, put it on her head, shake it for a little bit. She sprayed some freeze in it, and she got up there and she was like, well, I'm right here. What you gotta say, Moniece? What you gotta say, Moniece? Say it to my face. Yeah, what you say? How you talking about me? I'm like, damn, TT, you were way too much. Like, you really on Moniece. I don't know. Moniece don't be jumping at you like that. Maybe Moniece has matured where she's not trying to jump up and fight anybody, or I don't know if she's timid or afraid of you or whatever, or maybe she just knows that you got some issues, and like you got issues like she got issues. That's probably what it is. And basically, Moniece was like, well, you coming at me, getting all upset with me and cussing me out, ending our friendship, talking about you want to step apart, you don't want to be friends anymore because I'm choosing K Michelle. But little do I know, I meet up with Brooke and she tells me that you and Akbar are still together, still sleeping together. You slept with him after, you went to do the Lisa Bloom appearance, and then on top of that, you flew down to Texas with him, and you was being video recorded as you was standing in front of the airport and kissing him. And then that's when Nikki jumps in. Nikki was like, T, you told me you wasn't gonna go back down to Texas. When you went back down to Texas again, I was like, damn, TT. And TT was like, you know what? I don't care. She's like, whatever I choose to do, I'll do. And I will talk to Moniece about that. And yes, I messed up. I made a mistake. I loved him. I thought he loved me too. And yes. And, I thought I wouldn't believe that he would hurt me and do something so wrong to me and so bad to me. I just wanted to give him another chance. I just wanted him to prove me wrong. I just wanted him to do this. She just wanted him to, I don't know what's wrong with TT. TT, I don't know who you playing these games with, but you are too old for this bullshit. You're too old for this shit. So anyways, Moniece was like, yes, I understand what you're saying. We all been in bad relationship and we all been played. But TT, like, come on, you got a lawyer. You're trying to sue him. You're going after 50 Cent. You got Lisa Bloom. You're doing a press conference. If you really believe or had any inkling that he did something like that to you, how can you as a human being, as a woman, someone that has love, do you respect yourself? Why would you go back to something like that? And then on top of that, it said that you've been video recorded again. Like, come on. And what about your lawsuit? That messes up your case, and you're out here on TV talking about, yes, I went back to him. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm stupid. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are dumb and stupid, but you have to own up to and take your responsibility for you being the fool, and stop blaming other people and stop getting mad at Moniece and try not to be her friend and be cool with her because you think that she was conversating about Akbar to K Michelle when K Michelle can make her own decisions and talk to Akbar whenever she wants to. If you will own up to him, be like, yes, I went to Texas, I went to see him. Yes, you know what? I just believe he's putting the okie dokie on me. I believe what he's saying. Maybe he didn't do it. I'm having second guesses or whatever, but be real with it. Don't be acting like you this victim, and then you go back to him, and then at the end of the episode, you calling him talking about, hey baby, I miss you, and he's talking about, I'll meet you anywhere, anytime, any place, and you sitting there like you waiting for your soldier to save you, like you're a princess, like you're Miss Red Riding Hood, like you Snow White. Well, she had on white too. I'm like, come on, miss me with that bullshit. So anyways, TT's letting us know that, if you show her some affection, you show her some attention, you give her some studio time, you get her a rental, she's all yours. And that's a bad look because you're devaluing yourself. You're devaluing your career. You're bringing your own stock down for this show. And it's not a good look. You should be singing. You should have been at the pool, been like, my heart's been broken, I've been a fool, and started singing like, and I was in love with Mr. Wrong, something like that. You should be singing and stop this nonsense with this bullshit with Akbar. He got 2 women, and you already know you're too jealous to be number 3, so you might as just roll. You're not gonna get him unless he comes with the other 2. And if you tried to blackmail him with the sex tape to keep him with you, or for him to leave his wife, or I don't know if he's really married and this other chick, it ain't working. You're playing yourself, and he's only using you to be on this show. And if you wasn't on Love and Hip Hop, he would not took any interest in you. So hopefully you see, or whatever, maybe I should check out your Instagram. Maybe you done grow, maybe you done matured a little bit more and got some sense since this show's been filmed. So moving on from that, so she's gonna go holler at Brooke. She's gonna go check Brooke out. I was like, okay, whatever. It's embarrassing. And Nikki was just like, Nikki feels like, damn, I'm so glad that I didn't go to that press conference. I'm so glad I stood back. Her and Paris almost got into a beef with, Akbar's girlfriends. But Nikki was like, I'm done. I'm done with this. And TT was trying to get mad at Nikki, like, you didn't support me. You wasn't there for me. And get mad at Paris when she's still sleeping with this dude and she's still with him. Like, come on, miss me with this. And so, anyways, we have that situation go on. So she's just talking about she was in love and all this other stuff. So I'm just like, damn. And basically, Monique says she don't want to be on this roller coaster with TT where she don't want to be with him. She hates him. She can't stand him. He's wrong. He did revenge porn. She's a victim. And then next minute, she's back with him and she's being secretive. And then the next minute, she's back to hating him. She doesn't want to ride that roller coaster with her because that is a crazy roller coaster to ride because you get emotional invested and you get hurt. And every time your friend gets hurt, you feel hurt at the same time and you want to act. You want to react and you want to do something, but you know whatever you do is not going to be the right thing to do. Only thing you can do is just listen and support. So moving on from that situation, I'm just like, damn, it's crazy. So anyways, we have Solo Lucci. He's in the studio. He's with Rockstar. And Solo Lucci actually do sound good in the studio. He did sound good. Whatever words he was saying, it did sound good. The beat sound good. His voice and the deepness that it is and that country swag to it really sound good. So he's in there, him and Rockstar are in there laughing, talking about, A1, talking about the girls that they got, talking about the music, talking about chilling, hanging out, and all this above, and basically talking about the Brooke situation. Brooke, running her mouth, and Mark's running his mouth, and basically Rockstar's talking about, well, guess who FaceTimed me? It was A1. A1 FaceTimed me, talking about, I heard you said you threw my wife back and you bust my wife walls open, and all this other stuff. And basically, who walks through the door? Nikki walks through the door with a pocketbook full of ones, stacked up ones together with LaBrittany, and basically she was there to confront Solo Lucci and tell Solo Lucci, don't be lying on me, talking about you hit this and you did this, because Brooke told me that you said that you took me down because we was playing Have I Ever, and basically she pointed out that I did something with you and I didn't do nothing with you, so don't be lying on your penis. And why you doing that in 2018? And Solo Lucci was like, why would you be embarrassed to have sex with me? Why would you be ashamed to have sex with me? Because you be out here, you be knocking down girls and you be running your mouth, because you did run your mouth about Alexis Sky on Vlad TV. So Solo Lucci, you'd be running your mouth about what you be doing with females. So I don't know if you lying on Nikki. You possibly could be lying on Nikki for a storyline, because what else do you have going on? Last season, you was kind of like talking to some other girl on the show, and then you had your baby mama on the show. Right now, there's nothing really going on. So I don't know if you're lying on Nikki. But anyways, Nikki's just like, she's denying you and she wants you to keep her name out your mouth. So I don't know if you went down there with them gold teeth on, was you was down there kissing on Nikki with them gold teeth, and Nikki was like, yo, you broke, you ain't got no money, you fronting, you don't, them are rented cars, you don't own them houses, and you owe money, you owe payola, you owe money to all the strip clubs out here, and you be acting like you flossing, and you be throwing money, but you owe money, and here's a bunch of ones, or stacked up ones for you to get. And so Solo Lucci, he picked up them ones. He picked them up. He took them. And Rockstar's just looking like, what the hell happened? And so basically now Rockstar and Solo Lucci, they want to confront Marcus, because Marcus is the root of all this, because Marcus tells Brooke shit and Brooke run back and tell everybody. I was telling you guys that only reason why Brooke knows the deal with everybody is because the guys talk about the females. Marcus listen, he tells Brooke, and then you have Lyrica telling her business to Brooke. So you tell anything to Brooke, it's going to be out there. She ain't got no qualms about spreading your business and let you know that she told on you. And so anyways, basically Nikki was like, keep your name out my mouth, basically. And so it is what it is. And so we have Lyrica. She looks all cute and pregnant with her blonde hair. I wish she would have dark brown or light brown because that blonde is too much. And we see Princess look good. She looks snatched or whatever, and basically she's loving motherhood and everything. And so Lyrica is inviting Princess to her gender reveal party, but Ray J's not able to come because he's been messy. And Princess says, I totally understand, I agree with you and everything like that. And basically Princess just gonna be there to support her. And Lyrica is just basically, then Lyrica tells Princess, Brooke is around here talking about I did this and I did that, but I didn't spread her business about her sleeping around on Marcus. And then Princess was like, I thought she was celibate. I guess she's not. And so Princess is like, So I don't know if Princess is going to run back and tell Ray J, because if she tells Ray J is going to run back and tell the guys. So that's just going to how it's be, because right now it seems like Marcus is siding with A1, and right now Ray J has, Rockstar and Solo Lucci on his side. And he's still cool with Marcus, but not that cool with Marcus. But so we'll see what happens with that situation. I was like, they're going in. And so basically, and so we got Moniece. So now we have, what's her name, Tiara. TT, she meets up with Brooke. Basically they have this conversation, and TT's like, yo, why are you telling my business? Why are you going around saying this and that about me? And basically Brooke was like, yo, listen, I went and I talked to Akbar. It's both of you guys together doing the same thing. Like I said, there's videotape of you, there's recordings of you going back to Texas to see him, that you guys still love each other and want to be with each other and all this other stuff. But it's like when you go into Lisa Bloom and you having me go to a press conference and you crying on my shoulder, it's like you taking advantage of me. You taking my kindness for weakness. And basically that's how Brooke is saying. Basically, like, you lying and you fronting out here in these streets, TT, when you still sleeping with this man, and supposedly you recorded another sex tape with him. So miss me with that. So TT was like, this is my business. Don't worry about what I do and this and that. And Brooke was like, I ain't worried about what you're doing, but when you get us involved and cry, woe is me, and then I want to hear both sides of the story and the truth. I'm just not going to take anybody's side. Anyways, it's not Brooke's business. But TT, if you're going to be out here lying and fronting, somebody's going to find out you lying and fronting. So it is. And so TT was like, well, you need to mind your business and all this other stuff. And then Brooke was like, well, make sure you stay away from green eyes. And she was like, it's none of your effing business if I go back with green eyes. She is. She wants to. She's dependent on him. And maybe she's broken. Maybe she's insecure. Maybe she doesn't love herself. Maybe she feels this is the door that she has to go through. Maybe, I don't know what's going on with her. But, maybe she's just stigmatized. Maybe she's just brainwashed. Maybe she's just lost. And this is the road that she has to take, and she's gonna take it, and she's gonna realize a couple of years later that, why did I play myself for this dude? Why did I do all this shit? Why did I even allow him to get on the show with me? I could have came up with something else. I could have came up with a better line than all this bullshit. I'm like, I don't know why you're doing this to yourself, TT. I thought this season was going to be your season because you went to rehab last season. You got clean and you came back, and all the pictures of you on the internet, you losing weight, this and that. I guess that's due to Akbar, but you have to find that inner you. So anyways, Brooke ain't buying it. Brooke ain't scared, but Brooke didn't jump at TT, and TT was talking all types of bad shit on all up in her face, but TT didn't jump too much either. So it is what it is. I guess they all got mutual respect where they ain't gonna hit each other because security's gonna get them. So I'm just like, whoa. And Brooke is like, talking about, and so TT was like, it's revenge porn. He still did what he did to me that was wrong. And sometimes the shit happen to you where you're in love. The same old speech she gave Moniece and Nikki. So we move on from that situation. So who knows what's going on with that? She is secure. She's not happy, but she's in that situation. And so we move on to AD and Fizz. They meet up. We got to see Fizz, and basically they're not going to be taught. Basically, Fizz is done with Tiffany. That didn't make any sense. And so, AD's basically telling Fizz about the situation going on with Moniece, with the arguing, with the fighting, with the getting married, and, Cam and all the other stuff. And Fizz is just saying, run, run, run. And AD was like, I just want to be around. I want to get to know her more. I want her to support me. Like, I'm always supporting her, but she's not supporting me. So we have that situation. And, Fizz is like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just Monique. That's just who she is. And so we have that go down. And basically, we got Apple Watch. She's going to turn herself in. She's going to do 30 days unless Sean Love can get her out with her team of lawyers supposed to absolutely give her less time. But Sean Love didn't tell Apple Watch that her father was not claiming her when he had a conversation with Sean Love or whatever. So we got that going on. Then we got Moniece, and we have what's his name? Fizz. They meet up. And basically, Fizz apologized about making Moniece look like she's a bad mother because that stigma has been on her for a long time. It's being a neglectful, bad mother. And that's very true because I have accused her of being a bad mother too. Or saying that, not that she's a bad mother, that she needs to focus more on Cam and pay attention to him and what's going on with him. Get herself help and focus on Cam. And basically she's saying, I made a good choice. I wasn't doing good. I wasn't financially stable. And I asked you to step in because I wasn't able to do what I usually do. So therefore you are his father. So he apologized. So they're good. And basically, Moniece is telling Fizz that, Cam wants another, sibling. And then we go on a situation with Cam. Cam is almost a teenager. He's not answering his phone because he's not charging his phone. And basically, Fizz is saying that, it's up to him to charge his phone. That's his responsibility to do that. You call my phone, I answer my phone. You should know that Cam is safe. And if you call me at 2 a.m, at 12 midnight, only reason why I'm not answering is because I'm actually sleeping or I'm hitting it. He didn't say that. But and when Cam is with you and I call him and he don't pick up his phone, I don't freak out. So she was just like, my anxiety's been up, maybe because she was out of the country and she knows it's going to be stressful because negativity was going to come her way, because anytime there's a girl trip, what is there? Negativity. So moving on from that, we get Marcus and Rockstar and Solo Lucci. They meet up in the barbershop. Basically, Solo Lucci calls a meeting. Marcus comes and he tells Marcus, I understand that you went to A1 and you told A1 about what went down with Rockstar saying that he took down Lyrica. I understand that. That's your boy, that's your peoples. You're supposed to do that. I ain't even mad with you about that. But what about you telling Brooke what we talked about? And she going around and she tells Nikki that Nikki comes back and Nikki's fighting with me, arguing with me. I didn't want to mess up that situation because I had plans for Nikki. So basically, he said he had plans and things to do with her, that maybe they could have did some music together, anything that he had planned for her, if he was going to take advantage of her or use her or whatever, or keep her as an ally. He doesn't have that anymore because you ran and you told Brooke. So Marcus didn't really address that situation. And I guess he's gonna address that with Brooke going around running her mouth. Or maybe he don't give a shit. But him and what's his name, Rockstar, got into it. And basically Marcus is like, Rockstar was like, we were sitting down having a conversation. It was us talking, and you went back and you told homeboy, it's men talking. Like, you're not supposed to go back and tell what another man's doing or what another man's doing with another man's wife. Or if men are talking, it's none of your business to run back and tell somebody's business. Well, Rockstar, it's none of your business to tell Lyrica's business, because it ain't your business to tell her business to other people and tell them business. So, anyways, well, Marcus is like, well, yo, listen, that's my boy. And I wasn't even a part of that conversation. I walked away from it. But you're talking about knocking down another man's wife. That's wrong. That's disrespectful. And who does that? Who brags about knocking down another man's wife in front of other men? And so therefore, I did what I did. I said what I said. And if I need to do it, I'll do it again. So you like, if it ain't going to be no putting hands on each other, then I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's it. And the Rockstar was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let it be. That's it then. So I was just like, Rockstar, you way too much. You be telling business, you be running your mouth. I don't know if you lying and you telling the truth, but you're doing way too much bragging about the punani that you getting. So probably you ain't gonna be getting no more, because who wants a dude that's gonna run around and sell women short because he wants to brag about, he thinks it's manly to brag about having sex? Like, come on, everybody has sex. That's nothing new. Sex has been around since generations after generations. Why you gotta brag about it? So anyways, peace and out, one love.